You either is or you ain't. You do or you don't. You can or you can't. Or you will or you won't. Either way, baby, a good man, well, he's hard to find. Hey, everybody, McGillbilly here.
And I'm Jamie.
Welcome to One More for the Good Guys podcast. We're the Good Guys, and it's also brought to you by our Good Guys Cigars. So thank you for being here. Thanks for, if it's the first time visit, thanks for stopping by and checking us out. If you have been here before and you continue to come back for such punishment, we appreciate that as well. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and the notification button. It is a free way to help the channel, and it freely does help the channel. Notifications are real important if you want to keep continuing to get content from us due to the strict laws of YouTube and with tobacco, whatever, they're losing their mind about premium hand-rolled cigars and tobacco products on YouTube. You need to hit the bell for notifications to be sure to be able to continue to keep up with the things that we're putting out. So, with all of that being said, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about our favorite Connecticut cigars.
Yes, we are indeed. We've got a not only favorites, but probably talk to you about value as well as the ones we sell the most of, the ones our customers seem to like the most as far as the Connecticut's that we carry right now. So without further ado, I am smoking. Well, this is kind of, we don't do this a lot. We don't get to do this a lot, but we both are smoking the Street Tacos Carnitas by Rojas Cigars. Rojas Cigars makes several different blends, and one of my favorites that they make is actually one called the Blue Bonnet, and it is a Corojo wrapper, Dominican Corojo. But at any rate, they're just a really good company. Got lots of great cigars. Noel Rojas is certainly a name to be aware of and to keep an eye on in the cigar world. I'm trying to pull up all about them, and I should have had this done before because everybody's going to be like, look at that rookie, that noob. But at any rate, we'll...
Well, while you're looking that up, we're in the...
yeah, thanks.
We're 1 week out from the storm of the century that didn't happen, and then it dropped 7 inches today. So if you're a meteorologist out there, congratulations on not being able to do your job and still keep it. So that's my word for the day, because you're basically witch doctors. My grandmother's knee knew more than you did. So... And it's hilarious to me how y'all get on there and predict this, that, and the other. And I told some people this week, I said, I guarantee you we'll get more this weekend than we got last weekend.
Yeah.
Make me a meteorologist. Snowing.
You're
Thanks.
already too many other things.
That's right.
We can't make you one of those.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be good. Okay. Now, this is a kind of a unique cigar to start out with. It's Connecticut wrapper, Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, and you know what?
In the Toro size, this is.
Yeah, but it's really pissing me off because I can't find. I don't.
Either way, it's pretty good so far. The Blue Bonnet's the one that really turned you onto this brand. And didn't we get one of those at the New England Cigar Expo?
We did.
Yeah. So.
We did. And it's,
shoot, how many
they make 3 different lines of these. The first one they came out with was a Sumatra wrapper called the Barbacoa. And then they came out with a street taco, or the carnitas, or the street taco and the carnitas. All, if you're not aware, are food-based. Is the blend names. Barbacoa is a, I think it was lamb or traditional dish, and the carnitas obviously is a dish for street tacos. But this is Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper over Nicaraguan binder and fillers. Unique in the fact that I think this might be the first Connecticut wrapper that I've seen with a closed foot.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I really liked it.
I'm sure they're out there. I just can't think of them right now.
I don't know. I haven't seen them or not aware of them right off the top of my head. But
you said this was Ecuadorian, right?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's so far so good.
Mm-hmm.
And we currently don't carry this, but that's subject to change. That's how we find out what we're going to carry next. We smoke them on the show, and then
we have a few of these in stock, or for us, and I shouldn't say in stock, but we have a few of these. We ran across a good deal and bought some, and I'd heard a lot about Nicole Rojas, and first of all from Cigar Authority. Dave's had him on several times, and they've actually, this was up for a contender of one of their Cigar of the Year, I believe last year, in the Carnitas. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it might have been last year's, well, I say last year, 2024. Sorry. I'm still saying last year like it was 2024. I believe it might have been this one, or the HVC Golden line was the Ash Holes Cigar of the Year. But at any rate,
they're big on HVC up that way, which they should be. I mean, they're great stuff.
Rene Lorenzo and HVC.
We carried the
hot cake.
Hot cake, that's right.
And was gone like that.
Gone, sold like hotcakes.
Hey, see what you did there.
So we got 7 inches of snow and more coming.
And 7 Connecticut's?
7 Connecticut's at least, and maybe some others that we could do. But
an overlooked cigar that is a perfect cigar for the first time
cigar
smoker.
Number 1.
For the first time smoker, especially somebody that's wanting something that's going to be flavorful, but yet light in strength, full in flavor and body, is the Oliva Connecticut Reserva. This cigar gets overlooked. It's been around for a long, long time, just sort of like all of the Oliva blends that are out there. But great cigar and a good value. And the one thing you can always count on with Oliva products is great construction, great draw, great tobacco. They do everything right, and we're big fans of the Oliva brand here. And that we have those in Jamie's lighting that up for our lovely assistant, our good gal, Lexi, and that is a Lonsdale size. I believe that's like 6.5 by 44 or 6 by 44, something like that. We have them that, and we have them in a petite Corona size as well.
Great in any size.
Yes.
Every size we've tried in those. You started out with saying for a beginner, but for anybody, because they are.
Well, and we carry them in 3 different sizes. And that's one of the few cigars that we actually do carry in multiple sizes because of that. Because of that very reason.
I'd say that's our second best seller.
I would say so.
To another one on our list today, but.
Yeah.
Great cigar. I mean, that's one I could smoke every morning, really.
Yeah. easy smoke, enjoyable smoke as well. I like them a lot.
Cigar number 2.
I would say this is our second best selling cigar. Would you say that?
I'd say that's our best selling cigar.
Would you say this is more over the Reserva?
Yeah, that's number 1 there,
Okay.
I'd say. And then number 2
I stand corrected.
is depends, but yeah, I think that's our number 1 overall since we've been in.
Yeah, and you guys have heard us sing the praises of this cigar for many, many times. The current one I have right now, we carry this in multiple sizes. The size I happen to have with me and we'll show you today is the Churchill size, and it is the Villager Queller Cream.
We just call it the cream because we don't know really how to say Queller. We're not sure if that's what it is. I always think of a donut, like a cruller, but without the R. This thing is an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper and with over Dominican binder and filler, right?
Yeah.
And it was the Villager's first venture into premium hand-rolled stuff, right?
As far as I know,
I think that's correct.
And if it's not, then sue me.
That's right. You get 2 nickels.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're lucky.
From both.
If you're lucky. You might have to split 1 nickel in half, and then you'll have 2
and a diesel Ford van. 2 nickels and a diesel Ford van.
Damn, that might be the new song title. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, the honey, graham cracker, sweetness. I mean, you'll notice a theme, and you guys know a little bit about that with the Connecticut blends. But just, on a strength scale, the Oliva and this one are probably going to come in about the same, probably like a 2.
Yeah.
But the thing is, guys, and we judge strength, and we've said this time and time again, but we'll make sure we clarify it each time. When we talk about strength, we judge it on nicotine strength. These are 2s on the nicotine strength scale, but very big on flavor. They're not going to be your typical bland and blah, flavorless Connecticut's that all you leather tongue bastards that love all those Maduros stuff. I only smoke Maduro. Well, you're cheating yourself out of a blessing.
That's right. Don't cost yourself a blessing.
That's right.
By being a dumbass. One of the reasons too that both of these are near the top of our seller list, if not the top seller, is because they are approachable by anybody. Mm-hmm. And we can say without, our sales pitches are believe it or not, truthful. And even though this is what we would hand to a beginner, we smoke them all the time. I mean, all the time.
Yeah, I ordered these because the packaging and everything looked so great. And they were cheap, man. They were cheap. This was 5 years ago I ordered them.
Yep, they're still cheap.
And they're still cheap. And I still smoke them. And when I first got them in, I told Jamie, I said, man, you got to try one of these. I said, they look great. I said, I didn't know anything about them. I just took a chance. And
Columbus did.
Yeah. And it's turned out to be one of the great ones. And one we sell a whole bunch of.
Yippee.
And if one of you should try, if you haven't. Cigar number
3.
Trace.
What is this? Oh, it's this.
I don't know.
UK 3.
We might get shot.
Yeah.
We might be throwing. Maybe it's that one. Is it that one? That's a weird one. I don't like that.
I think it is this one.
Is that the one?
Is this the one in Inglourious Bastards? He got caught because he didn't. He went like this.
Oh, maybe.
That.
I don't remember.
Something like that. Yeah.
The only thing I really remember about that movie is the opening scene.
The milk drinking scene?
Oh, my God. The hawk and the rat.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus.
So good. All right. So cigar number 3 is what? Are we going?
Well, are we going to talk about,
These are in no particular order of what's best. This is just our top 7 that we like
and that we
today.
And that we
So
we do real well with in sales, and our OGs and our people that we see like these as well. I'll say this one. I mean, it was next up. It was laying here next, so why not, right?
That's the surprise one of the group to me.
Yeah, this is the Zeno Platinum Scepter in Robusto, Grand Robusto, I believe it is.
5.5 by whatever.
52.
Yeah, something of that nature.
This also is Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper over Dominican binder and fillers from the Davidoff factory. These are a treat cigar because the regular MSRP on these cigars are quite expensive,
north of $20.
Yes,
and
the GGP, which is
less than that,
a lot less than that, and can actually make you really be able to appreciate these because you can buy 5, 10 or more and not need a cosigner.
That's right. They why I say that's a surprise cigar for me is because I've had most of the Davidoff stuff, like onesie twosies, and I never was, I like the late hour a lot, but that's not what we're talking about here. Mm-hmm. I've never been like, man, that's the best Connecticut cigar I've ever had. But I tell you what, I put this dude up against anything that just says Davidoff on it. Zeno was Zeno Davidoff, and I tell you, that's one of my favorites. It's a crowd favorite.
Yeah,
too. It's one of those you can walk into any room, and somebody's over there smoking a Padron, and somebody's over there, as far as price wise, somebody's over there with a Don Carlos or whatever, and you pull this out, and you're in the same quality company as those upper crust cigars.
Yeah, if they're foo-foo snooty enough to judge you by the band on your cigar, then you'll be
and say, see ya.
And you can just look at them and say, yeah, and I'm a baller on a budget.
On a budget.
But these we got a bunch of these in because we found really good deals on them, and we're the good guys, so we pass along the savings
to you.
I'm with you as far as the Davidoff stuff goes, and most of the influencers and stuff that I watch and listen to and try to think about picking out new stuff for us to try and smoke and possibly retail is most of them that do the Davidoff stuff are the Davidoff stuff that they pick that makes their lists and makes their skirt blow up. You know what I'm saying? Is like special editions and or stuff that is well north of $20.
Oh, they don't make anything less.
And
hardly.
And there's just so much good stuff out there, and so many people that are in different tax brackets that there's other stuff that is just as good, if not better, when you factor in value. Now, the Davidoff stuff that I have had, which is very few, because again, I never bought them because I just didn't see the inherent value on it, because I was in a different tax bracket. So with that being said, the Davidoff stuff, I'm not taking a dump on Davidoff, and the stuff I've had has been very good.
But if you do, will we film it? That's what we want to know.
When I can show you...
Get viral for that.
Yeah, well, when I can show you 3 cigars that are great out of this little list that we put together, maybe 4 that you could buy versus 1. Hello?
Hey.
That's the kind of math I like.
4 is bigger than 1. That's all day long.
All right. Speaking of 4.
Number 4 cigar today out of our list of top Connecticut cigars
Which one?
Let's deal with this one so we can show the contrast between what you would call a 2 on the strong scale versus 7.
Yeah.
Ish.
I'd say,
right?
I don't
7.
think it's that strong. I think it's a 7.
You don't have folks, you smoke it some bitch. You smoke it fast, it's a 12. I know.
Yeah, you smoke it real fast and you're not used to it. You may wind up in the fetal position, sucking your thumb, laying in your closet.
That's right.
Asking for mama. Any rate, the Antonio, Connecticut by Joya de Nicaragua. This is my favorite regular production Connecticut, I can say. That's,
that you can still get all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
You can still get all the time. And again, you're not breaking the bank. It's not, it's worthy of a special occasion.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of these Connecticut cigars, the big thing on them are, it's a morning time cigar. You have it with your tea or your coffee and all that stuff. Listen, this cigar right here is an any time of day or night cigar. I don't have to have a stronger Maduro cigar at night if I can smoke this one and be completely happy and satisfied and fulfilled with it.
Yeah, and that one's just as strong as any. Maduros have gotten the reputation of, that's strong, but not necessarily. And these are great. I like them a lot in that Grand Consul size. Is that the name of that size?
Yeah, a little short, fat torpedo or bellicoso.
Short and fat. I can relate with that. So, but that's one of my favorites. See, you turned me on to that one. And that one's, of course, Ecuadorian Connecticut over
Nicaraguan binders and fillers, which is like, those first, the Davidoff, the Queller Cream, and the
Oliva.
The Oliva are very much your typical mild, creamy, savory type sweet. They're your typical Connecticut.
Yeah.
This a traditional Connecticut. This is a non-traditional Connecticut.
It's just like cream with horseradish in it.
Yeah.
Something. Little pop.
It's got a little pop.
Yeah.
But very great. The Joya de Nicaragua, Antonio, Connecticut.
And that's to me, that's the strongest Connecticut that I've had, is this one.
Yeah.
This is a close second, and since we're doing cigar number 5, be a good time to do one with a similar blend. This is on my Mount Rushmore. We've talked about it on a lot of shows, but the Perdomo 10th Anniversary Champagne, which is really the cigar that Perdomo came out with that started this whole Connecticut over Nicaraguan situation, right?
The first. He was told that you couldn't do it due to the basically it didn't have anything to do with the heat. It had all to do with the wind, because Nicaragua is at such a higher elevation than the Dominican or Ecuador. So Perdomo, not being one who is told you can't or you shouldn't or you're crazy, he went to his fields. He picked the fields he wanted to do this out of, to do the experiment, and he dug them down to the same type of elevation levels.
I bet that was cheap.
Uh-huh.
They moved enough dirt there to...
Yeah. And came up with that, and now they make 9 sizes of this and 1 million in each size every year. So
and on any given day, if you come up to me and say, James, what is your favorite cigar, period, it's this one. Overall, like if you said you got to smoke one cigar that, that's not got Padron 1926 written on it or something like that, but something that you would smoke regularly anyway, it would be definitely this. And I love it. And of course, after we got to meet Nick Perdomo in person, it's like I want to push and sell everything and smoke everything that he makes, including the Cigar Authority, Two Guys Cigars Cigar of the Year, that new Legacy, which is another, hey, let's try something completely new situation. We can talk about that a different time.
Yeah, those are tremendous cigars.
Man. Yeah.
Really good. But yeah, everything about Perdomo, from us being able to meet him to as many of the different blends and things that we've smoked of that family, they're just, everything screams the best. And the best thing about the Perdomo product and Nick himself is, he said it one time in the interview, and I'll probably paraphrasing, probably getting it a little bit mixed up, but he was like, gluttony's for pigs. He said, we make product that people can enjoy and can afford.
Yeah.
And we're not going to try to make it all on one thing. So I really appreciate that about them. And they have stuff from their entry-level line, like the Lot 23s or the Frescos, all the way up to, like Jamie was talking about with the 30th, 10, 20, 30th, and they always release them in a Connecticut, a natural, or Connecticut sun-grown and Maduro. I guess we'll consider sun-grown of being a natural, but and you have that all the way up from the Fresco to the Lot 23s, all the way up to the 30th anniversary to the new Legacy brands, blends, and there's something for everyone.
Absolutely.
And they make very affordable, high, some of the highest quality standards in the business. So if you haven't tried a Perdomo cigar, do something about that. You will thank us later. Let's take just a short little intermission on our next cigars, but what do you think about this thing?
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I do too. It's kind of reminds me of this.
Lexi, I think you'll really like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is, it's got an interesting, little festive little band on it too. Makes you kind of want to smoke her down, but I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the day of one of the sugar skulls on there, the Day of the Dead, and he's got a little curly mustache, kind of like mine. I like that. A little sombrero. Yeah, I like it. And we're just now getting into the heart, or the second third, or the meat of the cigar, if you will. And but the first third of that is very enjoyable. Yeah. I really liked it. So, all right, what are we up to next?
We are up to cigar number 6, and
which is this is a sleeper. This is a real sleeper cigar, and it's an old brand. It's been around for quite a bit of time, and something that's a little bit different. We're talking about the Henry Clay Warhawk. Tremendous cigar. Great Connecticut. I'd say this is probably a 5.
Yeah.
I'd say this is probably a 4 to a 5 in the strength scale. This is Ecuadorian Connecticut. He's noticing the theme here. But this is over, this has a Connecticut broadleaf binder.
Nice.
And Honduran fillers, which gives you, I think with the Connecticut broadleaf binder, you're getting some of that inherent sweetness that the broadleaf carries, and with those traits. And then with the Honduran fillers, you're getting something a little bit different, obviously, than the Dominican and or Nicaraguan. You're getting some real earthy notes to the with the fillers, and it really makes for, it really makes for a really nice cigar. This got number 10 cigar of the year with Cigar Aficionado in 2020. And, just really good. It's a sleeper.
It is a sleeper. And every time I smoke one, I'm like, why don't I smoke these all the time?
I know it.
And one of my good customer and one of my old high school buddies, Brandon Banks, this is all he smokes pretty much, is the Warhawk. And his daddy, that's all he smokes is the Platinum.
Yeah. And I would say, honestly, this one and the next cigar, along with the Hoya, this is also a good any time of day cigar.
Yeah, got a little zing to it.
Yeah.
I wish people would do more of the Connecticut broadleaf binder, because it's a way to get Connecticut broadleaf flavor without the expense, because they're not using wrapper quality for binder, as far as looks. Still smokes the same, tastes the same, but they're not having to use, add that expense to a polished looking leaf, and you still get the flavor. So, and I'm a Connecticut broadleaf fan. That's probably why I like the Henry Clay so much, really. Yeah,
which is, in fact, the most expensive leaf to purchase.
And grown in Connecticut, typically.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to where the shade stuff, a lot of it's Ecuadorian now. Yeah. Just to keep up with the demand, I guess.
Yeah. They make those in the Henry Clay. We carry them in the Toro size. They make them in 3 different sizes. They make them in a Corona, which is a 5x44. I bet that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
And they have it in a Robusto, what they're calling a Robusto, probably like a Robusto Grande, 5x54. And then, of course, the Toro is a 6x54. But really good stick. And again, something that stands out that's a little more non-traditional than your Connecticut, Ecuadorian Connecticut over a Dominican binder and fillers. Has a little bit of a difference, and a good difference. All right. The next cigar here is one of our. I had this cigar for the first time, and I had it in this size. And I told Jamie, I said, I think I sent you a text, and I said, hey. And I always send a text with a picture when we're talking about new stuff. If I'm trying something for the first time and it really, kind of knocks my socks off. I sent him a text with the picture, and I said, man, this might be my new favorite. This is a great cigar. It's in a great size. I really like the size. It's a super traditional size. It's a 5x50 Robusto, and we're talking about the EPC Carrillo New Wave Connecticut. Really, really good, man. This is Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper again over Nicaraguan binder with Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. This is in the Brillante size, which is a 5x50, just a very traditional size Robusto. Great size.
Strength scale, 4?
I would say probably a 5 even.
About like the Henry Clay.
Yeah, I'd say it's right in the middle. You're going to get one of the real nice notes that I get out of this cigar. You get all the kind of creamy, but I get some butter top creamy notes and cinnamon all of this cigar. And not like red hot fake cinnamon shit, like the real cinnamon. So it's not super sweet, like a candied cinnamon. But it's got that zing and that tingle.
Yeah.
Definitely with like on the retros, you're gonna get it there, but you're gonna get it on your palate too, on your lips. It's got a really, really nice flavor to it. Now, I will say this about this cigar, and we'll talk about that briefly, about the others we have here that we've showed you already, but in this cigar, I have tried it. They make them, let's see here. They make them in a Corona, which is a 5 by 42. They make them in the Robusto, it's 5 by 50. They make them in a Toro, a 6 by 52. And they make them in a Gordo, which is a 6 by 60. I have had these in this size, obviously, and I have had them in the Toro. And I was terribly disappointed in the Toro size.
Happens.
It was not the same. I didn't get the same type of goodness I got out of this one. So that does happen from time to time. And a lot of times, some sticks that we carry them only in one size because we've tried them all, and that's the best one that we think that it comes in. And
when you're in a mobile humidor, it's a space issue,
right?
Limited space. It's most of these. I won't even say most of them. We know the Villager's good in different sizes. We know the Antonio, the Hoya's good in different sizes. Obviously, the Champagne's good in different sizes. I've only had the Zeno in that size, personally.
Yeah, the Platinum.
Platinum, yeah, in that. And I've only had the EPC that we're talking about now in the Brilliante size, which, a lot of people we've come across that are what I would call experienced cigar smokers.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done this. You get in a rut to where you're only smoking a certain size, or you're only smoking a certain kind of blend and whatever. And if you're into that, where you think, oh, I've got to have a big ring gauge, and I prefer that. I was that way until I started smoking a lot more blends in different sizes. I'm telling you, you're selling yourself short if you're going to stick to one size.
You really are.
I appreciate the fact that we can get a great cigar in multiple sizes in a few of these sticks. But at the same time, even in the Perdomo, I prefer the Epicure.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one. I've had them, I guess, all. In the Villager, I prefer the Churchill a little, and that's in the Antonio, I prefer that size, but it's more of a aesthetic in your hand feel because it's a bigger ring gauge and it's short and fat, like you said. So
yeah, I like this. I like the Hoya, the Antonio. I like them I like it in any size. Robusto's great. This Toro's great. We have them in a Bellicoso. Now you said Grand Consul. That's I don't know. I don't think they make this cigar in that size.
Do they not? Is that just in the
think that's
Grand
only
Reserva?
In the Grand Reserva and the 1970. I could be wrong too, but we have them in the Bellicoso, the Toro. Any rate, like Jamie said, unless you have just found something that just trips your trigger, that you just really, really, really love. Always experiment with sizes. I mean, like right now, perfect time to experiment with different sizes with the cold weather, and perfect time to start trying hardier, more robust blends with it being cold as well, especially if you're an outside smoker. All of these, we have the luxury of being able to smoke inside. I wouldn't even think about trying to smoke a Connecticut outside on a day like today.
No.
You're gonna face all kinds of problems of the wrapper splitting, different things like that. But
back what you said there about the Antonio, they do not make it in the Grand Consul. I was getting that mixed up. It's the Bellicoso that I like.
Yeah.
And but that I really do. It's a different show, of course. But the Grand Reserva is one of my favorites as well. And I really like that size just because it's unique. There's not
the next one we need to do is Man Bacco.
That's be on there.
Because if first of all, if you're one of those people that thinks, we love strong cigars. We have a real quality that some folks would call a problem.
Yeah.
We like all of them.
We like all of them. That's right.
The ones that are light, the ones that are in the medium, and the ones that are full of man-bacco. But that'd be a good one.
Yeah, it would.
Our strongest stuff that we have, which some things would fool you. But I guess also to say this, and we've got other news coming up, but our absolute favorite, that we've got, that we carry, and we've only got one box of these in stock.
But good news is they have been reissued, so they're no longer a discontinued item. So that's nice.
But not in this size.
No, it's a different. I think maybe they do. I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up. This is in the La Premiere, which is I'm just going to call it a Churchill. It's not quite 7. It's 6 7/8 by 48 ring gauge, but it is. And you've heard us talk about this several times. You've seen us smoking on the show. It is the Joya de Nicaragua Numero Uno. This was a blend that was made first for only dignitaries and world leaders and officials in the country of Nicaragua. And I guess in 2020 they came out with this as a limited edition.
Box of 25.
Yeah. And I had found them in a local brick and mortar. I didn't know. I loved the look of the cigar. I didn't know really anything about it. I certainly didn't know any of what I just told you about it. And I got one, and I believe that's right. I bought those. It was a mix and match of 20. And so I bought a mix and match set, and then me and another buddy split a box of the, I wanted to say Decenio, but it's not. It's the other one. The Dos, anyway, I've got about 3 or 4 of them left. The Hoyas, but it was a Drew Estate Hoya event, and I bought one and I smoked it, and I was like, holy shit, I gotta. So every time I would go back into this brick and mortar store, and that was over probably for like a year.
There they sat.
There they sat. There they sat. There they sat. There they sat. And they were 18. They were like 18,
Or maybe 20 each, right?
I think that was the MSRP on them back then, was 18. And, at that time, I certainly couldn't, walk in there and buy, a bunch of them. But I talked to the lady who owned the place, and I said, hey, you've had those cigars for a year. Would you make me a cash price, special price, cash, on the lot of what you got left in that box? And she came back, and man, she made me a hell of a deal, and I just bought them. And then we didn't see them forever, right. And we rationed them as like little treats. And then Jamie actually found a couple of boxes from the original release, and got them. So I like to say we got the last 2 boxes in existence.
Probably did. Now, I did look them up. They originally issued in a box of 25. The reissues are in a box of 13, and they do make that size.
Oh, they
do?
Premier. Okay.
Yeah, they've got a Lonsdale.
Maybe they're making a new size. Maybe
they
that's
got
what
a
I'm
Lonsdale,
thinking.
too.
Okay, that's what it is then.
Yeah, they got a,
Maybe.
It's a Lonsdale, it's a 6.7 by 44 in a box of 13. And then they've got the La Premiere in a box of 13. So they're making that size now.
Okay.
The Lonsdale size. So
2.
2, yeah. And
they made them in those sizes too back then. So they're just releasing the one size.
And I guess that'd be number 8 on our list there, right? Or 9.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and Lexi smoking 9. So yeah.
Yep. So top 9. We're trying new things.
I'll tell you what, we may have a 10 in my book.
It gets better.
This is delicious, man.
It gets better down in here.
This
I'm a little ahead of you, but
really, really good.
yeah.
And again, if you just tuned in, this is the Street Tacos by Rojas Cigars.
Rojas.
In the Street Taco. Really, really good. I'm super happy that, cause you hear about blends, or you hear about somebody's, putting some certain blend over and really bragging on it and everything, and you try it and you're just like, or it just falls a little short. This one has not.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
The Blue Bonnet you really liked.
That's a tremendous cigar, man. Yeah. I mean, I gushed like a little schoolgirl over that one, man. I just couldn't. Oh no, I love you more. I couldn't get enough of it. It was great. But this is really, really good.
I was trying to think of other Connecticut's that we could make a 10th with besides that one that we currently have.
Well, one comes to mind.
Yeah, this would be a good time to talk about that.
Yeah.
Man. We have the honor of being the only full-line United Cigar dealer in our region. And we got us a box of Atabays in the good old mail the other day. And until we went to the cigar show in New England Cigar Expo last year, this was my favorite Connecticut cigar.
Yeah.
And it's still really awesome. I mean, I'm not going to not smoke them, but the Atabay, which are $45 a piece and up, is the best cigar I've ever had, period. Not wrapper be damned. So,
yeah.
And we haven't even opened the box yet. But if our assistant could hand us the box, we'll show you the prettiness of the box.
Uh-huh. And I have yet to smoke an Atabay.
Right.
Because
which is getting ready to change.
Because I've got the Alfonso, who Grand Selection, and of course we're talking about Nelson Alfonso, the same guy who makes
Select Tobacco.
Selected Tobacco.
There's our first box of Atabay.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, and it's a box within a box, apparently. And the inside of this, legend has it. Yes, please. Legend has it is it's what is that, velvet?
What is that, velvet?
I got it. I was able to get it. Oh, talk about a schoolgirl. Look at that bad dude right there. I'll pull this, you grab that. What is that, velvet?
Mm-hmm.
Got a little tissue paper in here, like a little prize. Styrofoam. They're serious about protecting. Oh, look at this box. Oh,
man.
My God. What does $1,000 box of cigars look like? This? Just like that. Oh, it's got a push button. Look here. It's got a push button. Holy goodness.
Yeah, there they are, guys.
Look at this. Look at this box. It's got a push button release on it.
He's an artist, man, that Nelson Alfonso.
Wow.
We've had all of our OGs and several of our other customers ask us about these cigars. And I love the fact, and this is where I got that. Remember when I started cutting the end off the cellophane?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's Nelson Alfonso.
He's smart. That guy's smart.
Uh-oh. I lost the band.
Yeah, it's not because they're trying to save money on cellophane.
Well, shit.
Just, I mean.
There it is. Now we got it back on.
Look at that thing, man.
There you go. Do they call this a bellicoso? That's what I'm calling it.
Well, they call it the duendes. See, but I'm assuming that's what their equivalent is.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Construction is just, you can barely, you can't see where the seams. Just really pretty, really, really, really pretty. So we have those now. So if you're wanting to try an Atabay, you've seen all these people online and all that stuff for raving about these cigars. You now have a place in Knoxville you can get them. So if you're within the sound of our voice, we can get them for you.
We've got them for you.
That's right. We can get them to you. Is that better?
Yeah.
Trying to get this one back in there without tearing it up. I've already messed up shit. Yeah, I know, but have you guys done made pictures of them and everything? Huh? On just the box. So I want to get that one back in the cellophane where we can take pictures of is not wanting to cooperate. And I'm usually pretty good at that. But at any rate, there you have it. All kinds of great stuff. Everything from value as far as dollar value to the value to taste, all the way up from the least expensive Connecticut's that we have all the way up to the most expensive. There is an incredible line of Connecticut wrapper cigars out there waiting for you. And if you're, again, we love strong cigars. I love, just hang on. Yeah, it's going to mess it all up.
Mess it all up.
Stop it! But at any rate, we love strong cigars too. I love the Corojo wrapper, which is a strong cigar. The Blue Label Don Pepin Garcia, all the way to the 1935 anniversary Nicaraguan Monte Cristo.
The double-aged vintage 12-year Maduro by Perdomo.
Or the Antonio Gran Reserva, which you better be standing up when you PP to smoke that one.
LFD Double Ligero.
Yes. All of those cigars, the Chiselito.
Yeah, the Double Ligero.
It's all of we love those cigars too, but these are great Connecticut wrapper cigars. And they're perfect for occasions. They're perfect for different times. And there's about 3 or 4 of them in there out of that little list that we put together that are good anytime, day or night, especially if you're already a Connecticut wrapper fan. So, yeah.
And one thing we talk about a lot is it's like, look, these reviewers and these magazines, publications, they'll come out and say, oh, this is a medium, they'll try to judge flavor based on the same scale they judge strength, It's like, to me, all premium cigars are full flavor because we've developed a palate over the years to be able to taste the nuances and whatever. It would be the equivalent of saying that vanilla ice cream is not as flavorful as, say, Rocky Road over here or whatever, because it just doesn't pop out at you all of a sudden,
Well, yeah, exactly. And it's just really this simple. Do you want something that's full of flavor, or how do I sell you something that doesn't have any flavor?
That's right. Here's a flavorless cigar. Take that. Nobody wants that.
That's the real simple way to figure that out for me. But nonetheless, there's something here for everyone, from the least expensive to an everyday option, all the way up to a special occasion or a celebratory cigar. We got you covered.
And if you don't have an affinity for Connecticut wrappers like we do, ask yourself why. Is it because you haven't tried enough of them? Is it because you're just getting started out or whatever? But your Eddie's Auto shirt from the other night at Wayne Stock reminded me of this, and I thought, it's like, listen, if you don't like Connecticut cigars, I will quote John Bean for you. I don't give a damn. You're going to have to change. Oh, man. That's what he's talking to Tom McCann.
Yeah.
This Tom McCann's.
Well, listen, you heard it here first. And if you want to know more about any of these great cigars we've been talking about today, you can find out more at goodguyscigars. You know the rest. Be kind to one another. It doesn't cost a dime to be kind.
Stay warm.
Stay warm. Stay safe. And remember, there's always a price to be paid for cruelty. Life's too short. Smoke bad cigars. You heard it here. Cheers. One more for the good guys.
I'll be gone in the morning before the sun comes up, with me and my weenie dog and my pickup truck. And either way, baby, a good man, it's hard to find. I said, now either way, baby, a good man, it's hard to find.